Hello and welcome to an all-new KSAT Money Q&A. I'm Ivan Herrera, and today I'm joined by Matthew Espinoza, Program Director of San Antonio Startup Week. Matthew, thank you so much for joining me today.
Ivan, thanks for having me.
So today we're going to be talking about San Antonio Startup Week, which will kick off October 16th and run through October 21st. First, can you give me an overview of what San Antonio Startup Week is and where it's going to be happening?
Absolutely. So we're less than 3 weeks away from this conference. For us here at Geekdom and the rest of the startup community, San Antonio Startup Week is all about celebrating the entrepreneurs here in San Antonio, highlighting their journey through storytelling, through panels, some of them leading workshops of some of the work that they can help assist other entrepreneurs in. And really at the core, the reason why we want to put this conference on with the rest of our partners is giving entrepreneurs an opportunity to learn from one another and tell their story and share a little bit more about the startup ecosystem we have here in San Antonio.
Yeah, definitely. I know that there's so many entrepreneurs now. I've been following Startup Week for a few years now, and I've just seen it grow and grow more and more. So that's awesome. I know that there's several panels that attendees can go to every year for Startup Week. So what kind of sessions can people expect to see this year? And what do you think entrepreneurs will benefit most from them?
Yeah, absolutely. There's over 75 events throughout the course of the week to choose from. And for us this year, we made an ask to the entrepreneurs and made a call out for session submissions. So a lot of the events throughout the course of the week were submitted by entrepreneurs here in town. A couple to highlight is one on CPG, consumer packaged good. Andrew, an entrepreneur here in town, reached out to us and put together an amazing panel of some entrepreneurs that have been through the process of creating a CPG company in that space. We have panels like from the perspective of a lawyer when it comes to raising money. So oftentimes lawyers are the ones connecting the dots for those interested in raising money for their companies. So actually hearing from the lawyers from their perspective, what entrepreneurs need to know about. We have tons of workshops on community, storytelling, marketing, branding, so many different options and to choose from. And again, we were reaching out to entrepreneurs here in the community to see what they wanted to hear. So we're always open to feedback and what other events we should be doing as well.
I love that you guys put out a call because definitely they're the ones who want to see what they want to see and they want to put on what they want to put on. So that's great. Now, this year's San Antonio Startup theme, which you briefly touched on, is Ignite Innovation, celebrating entrepreneurs and startups in San Antonio. Now, do you have any special guests that fit that theme and any keynote speakers that you want to share about?
Absolutely. We're putting a panel together to kick off the whole week on kind of a retrospective of San Antonio, where we've been, where we are right now, and what the future looks like. That session is being put together by local entrepreneur Beto Altamirano, CEO of Iris, alongside some special guests for that panel. And that's going to kind of kickstart and ignite the conference and kind of what the future looks like for San Antonio and hear from some of these entrepreneurs here in San Antonio of what they're doing and what they're trying to build.
Definitely. Now, you said more than 75 events are happening this year, and that includes 5 premier startup pitch competitions, which will invest nearly $300,000 during the week. That's a lot of money. Can you tell me about how these competitions work and who can join them?
Sure, absolutely. So it's a mix of some of our partners that are ones that are bringing this pitch competition and putting it together for San Antonio Startup Week. A few of them are open calls throughout the course of the year. One of them to highlight is Tech Fuel. Tech Fuel is in partnership with Tech Block in Bexar County, is a competition for startups looking to potential to win up to $100,000 in that competition. Applications just closed for that last week. So stay tuned. If you're interested or through Startup Week, you start a company, bookmark that for next year because that has been a pillar of our conference for the last few years. Here at Geekdom, we have a pre-accelerator program. It's a program for people looking to kind of go to market and grow. They're on the growth stage of building a company. One of the companies in that program will receive $20,000 safe note through the Geekdom Community Fund. And then a couple of others to highlight are Hearst Lab is putting on a women founders pitch competition. That call was open to all women entrepreneurs that fit the criteria that they were looking for throughout the country. Bunker Labs is putting one on for veteran entrepreneurs. So I would encourage everybody to kind of attend and hear from some of these partners, because I imagine there are other events throughout the course of the week for more opportunities throughout the course of the year to pitch your startup and get in front of potential investors.
Yeah, and on top of that, I know you guys also have some events that happen during the year that are also like little startup competitions that lead you to those next bigger ones and bigger ones. So that's really, really cool to hear about. I love that you guys are doing one for women. And for military as well. There's so much to do at San Antonio Startup Week. And I know in previous years that there was an app that would help you plan your Startup Week sessions. Are you all doing something like that this year?
Yes, if you go to sasw.co, you'll find more information about the conference, the themes, what this year looks like. But more specifically, we're using an app called Huva. I actually have it pulled up right now, looking at some of the events. But that is your map for the whole week that tells you where these events are located. We'll have parking options available, and kind of pop-up events that'll happen throughout the course of the week. And we're expecting a pretty large audience for this event. So we may have some cool, fun events for people to network in between sessions. And we'll have a lounge area in the Rand building here where Geekdom's at. So stay tuned and make sure you have that app downloaded to keep up with everything we're doing.
Super, super exciting. Finally, where can people get more information and tickets to the session? I know you just mentioned it, but give me a little bit more. I know you said the website, and then do you also have a social media account?
Yeah, absolutely. San Antonio Startup Week on all social channels. Encourage you to follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and you'll see day by day over the next few weeks, we're going to highlight some of these panels in sessions and workshops and pitch competitions. So if you're kind of want to learn more about it before you register, follow us on social, and sasw.co this year has everything you need to know and more details on how to register.
Awesome, awesome. Matthew Espinoza with San Antonio Startup Week. Thank you so much for joining me on this KSAT Money Q&A. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.